What do you hope to gain from this journey, Bill?
I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be beautiful. I think it's going to be at times quite tough, but I like challenges, physical challenges. I hope I'm going to lose some weight, and I need to lose the weight, and I need to keep it off. And I think this will, if I get some off, I think it'll give me an incentive to keep it off. The doctors are telling me this, that I've recently been diagnosed diabetic. I've also got too much cholesterol and various other things, and they're all, if I don't do something now, I'll never do something. So it's meant to be inspiring me to get myself fit. I also feel about it, you know, Piaget did a lot of experiments to try to understand how children learned the concept of liquid, the concept of space, or the concept of distance. And I have a feeling that I'm going to learn another concept almost, that about pushing myself on day by day by myself to reach a goal for no obvious reason, and then I'm not going to get to Compostella really. I mean, that's the end of the road, but I don't think it's not like going to work or playing at a football match where you're trying to shoot get to the goal. I have gone on physical trips in the past, like sailing long distances in yachts, or driving long distances, or skiing long distances. But somehow walking, when it's just you, it just seemed to me it's just your body, and you're moving your body a great number of miles, and it's just you and your body. It seems to be a moment where you're going to discover something new about yourself, and partly from trying to understand what other people got out of it by reading a little bit and talking to people who are asking me questions like you're asking me, I began to think this is going to be slightly different than everything else, and then I'm going to learn a little bit about moving my body forward over a period of time every day for a sequence of days. And I'm kind of curious about that. I feel quite confident about it. I don't think I'm going to have profound thoughts, but I may come away with a kind of deeper understanding of time, space, movement. You know, there was a time when I was in my 20s where I used to go and spend a month all by myself in a remote place in France, and I tried to live off the ground. I'd snare rabbits and pick berries and did all my own cooking and didn't talk to people, and that was I used to do it in the spring, often before university exams, and that was kind of revealed to myself more about myself. I mean, I don't know whether I'm reflective or not about myself. I mean, probably as much as most, but I don't. And but I think on this trip I'm not going with anybody, and I'm not planning to sort of team up with anyone. I haven't encouraged anyone to come with me. It's not that I don't want to talk to people along the way, and I will enjoy meeting the locals and other pilgrims. But it is a personal trip. I'm not religious, and I'm not spiritual in the sense that I believe in any kind of system of religion. Although I will sense, I think, the religious history that is part of this walk, knowing that 1,000 people a day for 800 years, which must be an enormous number of people, have taken this trip, and they have done it, many of them with a great deal of piety, and it was inspired by one of the disciples who helped shape the world we live in a way. and somehow the disciples, I've never really been in touch with the disciples. I mean, I've learned to mouth the kind of and learn about the rudiments of their life, but I'd never felt I was in touch with them. But somehow I think this is going to bring me close to some kind of sense of the mission that James was on when he went to spread Christianity in the Iberian Peninsula.